What's good? It's your man, Drayton Jackson, DraytonJackson.com. So, I had to still give you guys something, you know what I'm saying? It's September the 12th, a Wednesday. I always drop a podcast or something that we got to do on a Wednesday. Last week, I missed it, you know what I'm saying? But I told y'all to bear with me this weekend. But September the 12th is my birthday. So what I wanted to do was do something a little special for you guys. So we're going to put out a video instead of the podcast. I sat down with my brother, who is a real estate mogul. The dude has been doing this thing in the Denver, Colorado area for over 20 years in real estate. I've been wanting to pick his brain for so long on, the things that he does and how to get into real estate as a person. And yes, I got the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing to sit with him, and I wanted to share that with you guys on my birthday. Yes, on my birthday to share that. And I told you guys, we are dealing with Section 8. We're dealing with welfare. We're dealing with everything that's coming up. I put together this whole podcast series. Today, I was in the books. I was online getting you the facts of everybody that has taken assistance from anything, state assistance, federal assistance, or whatever. We're going to talk about it because I'm tired of people making fun of everybody that does that and, talk about, oh, you need to take care of your own business and get a job and all of that. We're going to talk about it because I'm going to give everybody the real facts on all of that. Right? So listen, sit back and enjoy and watch the video or just listen to it. Don't worry about it. Right here, DraytonJackson.com, man. It's Conversations with Dre podcast. We good, baby. So with Carlos Cromwell, real estate extraordinaire. So we be talking about real estate because he on the road. So while he driving, we gonna ask some questions real quick so this way we can have it. Keep it down, DraytonJackson.com. If once you logged onto this, you're gonna see it, of course. So real quick, so the whole thing about real estate, everybody gets scared. They think that the market before was putting people in that couldn't afford it and all of that stuff. What's the one thing that you say to people that still have that American dream about having the white picket fence and all of that? Is it still possible to get a house and have bad credit?
Well, you say bad credit, you know what I'm saying? You say like bad credit. If you got bad credit, I can tell you right now, we got to work on some things. If you can't afford your credit, you can't afford a house.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
So it is still the American dream, but it's also starting to become more of a American investment. You know what I mean? The first thing you want to do is invest in yourself. So your first investment should be, I always say after your job and stuff like that, is really investing in real estate. You know what I mean? That's what I preach, basically. If you go in any realm of wealth, it's real estate, land, everything that deals with real estate. You know what I mean? So it comes on a bigger picture than just saying, okay, I need to have money and I need to invest in stocks. Everybody doesn't like stocks and bonds. You know what I mean? But everybody,
that's a good point.
But everybody does want to live in a house that house can appreciate and become an investment. You know what I mean? You can always win most of the time. I'm gonna say most of the time because a lot of people like all of the time. You can always win most of the time with investing in your first property.
So let's say this: you got somebody that's been working for 10 years at their job, right? They not great with their score is about a 700, but They've been working, husband and wife working, the children doing what they got to do. What do you say? What's the first steps that you say to somebody like that that's around a 600-700 credit score and got a job, had a job for 10 plus years? What's the first thing that they need to go ahead and do if they're looking to do that?
I ain't gonna lie. Everybody think they're like, okay, I need to have immaculate credit to own a property. First thing, 680, 700 credit scores. Those are great scores. You know what I mean? You can get a house with a 620 credit score. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much you can go all the way down to 580 and get a house. You know what I mean? Rate being in consideration, down payment, if you need down payment assistance, those are things that may come into play with your credit score. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, with a 680, 700 credit scores, pretty much is that you need to calculate your DTI. What's your debt to income ratio? You know?
Explain that to because we had a conversation about that, and I was like, oh, now I get it. So explain that to people that may not know what that's really about.
Right. Debt to income is basically how much your debt is compared to your income. Pretty much a equation, you know what I'm saying? Your debt divided by your income, you know. So now if that ratio comes in above 50%, there's a chance most likely that you're not going to be able to get into a property because your house is taking up all of your house and your debt is taking up all of your income. So they don't want you to fall or fail, I should say, you know, purchasing the property. They're like, okay, now he has 70% DTI, which is debt to income. His percentage is high, and he cannot afford to live. You know,
right,
you still got to
right.
eat. You still got to take care of your children, things like that. You know what I mean? So that's where you come in with the debt to income.
So talk about this because I saw earlier, you know what I'm saying, and a couple of y'all saw it when he posted it. I reshared it. You know, a lot of, especially millennials, they're getting into the condos and apartments again. Is that a different frame of mindset, or is it the same thing as buying a house when you go for a condo and everything like that? Is it different, or is it the same? What's the challenges of getting into an apartment, really? You know what I'm saying? Good.
Well, at the beginning, you know, it's in the ways at the beginning you can say I get an apartment to learn how to pay bills. Apartment is always a start to learn how to pay bills. Now, if you got parents or you got some money set aside and you're like, hey, you know what, when I get out the house, I'm going to, you know, own the property, then that's all right too, because you invested in yourself. Like I said, first thing is your investment for yourself. But apartments are not bad. It's just at the end of the day, don't get stuck. It's kind of like in New York. When we grew up, basically, you know,
that's all we had was
grandma, yeah. Our grandma lived in an apartment for 20
right.
At the time, I think it was like grandparents, about 30-something years.
Right.
She lived in an apartment. So,
and those were the first type of condos around our neighborhood too.
You know, so when she had to sell, when she passed, and we had to like, you know, sell the estate, there was nothing out of that apartment that we can get. So she kind of like cashed out all her money on an apartment for 30-something years and never built equity, never paid down the mortgage, and never was able to get all of the money that was due back to her.
So if is it worth getting a condo? Or
Condo is real estate.
Yeah, so it's still owned.
Yeah. Condos are real estate. Now, if you're in the East Coast, talking about co-ops, it's like that. I'm not agreeing with co-ops. I mean, you don't really win with co-ops too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they invest the money. It's a corporate situation, and you're not really winning and buying down anything. You're not buying down like the mortgage or you know, gaining equity as much. You know, it's like stocks and bonds. Just trading them pretty much.
So the younger people that's coming out, because a lot of people are still coming out with college debt. That's the biggest thing right now. We're talking about so many students that's going to school trying to, you know, better themselves and everything like that. How has college debt played on how it looks on getting a house, getting a condo, or any?
It's terrible, yo. It's actually terrible, man. It's right now it's killed. I don't know about
generation.
No, that just it killed a few of my clients, man. To be honest about it, you know what I'm saying? Like they use 1%. Like say you got $150,000 loan, they don't use the lowest of the payments no more. You know what I mean? Depending on your credit, there's some programs that will use the lowest of the payment, whatever you're paying. But most of the time now, they're using 1% of what you owe. So if you owe $150,000, that $1,500 count against you.
Wow.
So that kills your DTI.
Wow.
Now you can't afford a house. Now you're out of it. I think Obama had changed that. You know what I mean? And, you know, it was just something where, you know, like...
It wasn't looked at.
It was just something like they calculated like what it could be if that payment ever matured and became that full payment what it needed to be. You know what I mean? Because people paying on $150,000 was paying like $200. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never paid that off.
They ain't never paid, because you ain't even touching the interest.
Never paid off. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's you know, it's a real negative thing against trying to purchase a property.
So people want to know how to get into real estate. What's the first steps right now if they want to invest as a person And so much to the business side, because renting seems to be the new type of investment as well. Explain just that a little bit, like when you get your first property and that you pay it off, how do you get into the renting part, and is it worth it?
Getting into real estate is basically, depending on what lanes, avenues, or I should say, that you're going through. So, get into real estate to sell, get into real estate to purchase. Those two different lanes. Get into real estate to sell, you got to find a real estate school. You got to go through the proper steps, take the class and the course. It's not that hard, at the end of the day. Getting into it for your first time home buyer, it just takes a few years of W-2s, 2 years of W-2s, and a consistent work history for about 1 to 2 years, and basically you pretty much in the gold. To get, to approach a mortgage broker and be like, hey, you know what, I need to
get some money,
apply for a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So that on that sense, it's pretty much it's easy. I purchased my first property at 25 years old.
25 years old.
So that was my first property that I purchased, and at the end of the day, I've been in the ups and downs. I saw the markets go up. If everybody has seen the recession, who's old enough, the recession has taken away, a lot of people out of the business and made them scared. And you shouldn't be scared. Because anything to reinvest your money is always going to be a positive thing.
On the outcome, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to purchase no more, and I'm like, okay, what are you doing now? What are you
investing in, right?
Exactly. Like you rather just throw it away, or you rather invest it into something that's going to gain equity and be able to change your position. One of the properties, my first property that I had and sold it, it made clear over $150,000. You know what I'm saying? And you use that money to purchase other things.
Right?
And reinvest the money. You don't go out there and just buy a belly. I just got a new car for my birthday after 5 years of not buying a new car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, you have to put everything in perspective. Like, okay, what am I investing my money in so it can bring me some return? And most likely, a lot of people don't want to mess with stocks because they don't know nothing about stocks.
Right.
They just know, like, hey, Amazon or what's the name is $300 a share. But nobody taught them how to say, hey, you know what? If I can find a good stock at a low price, or work penny stocks, and then I can reinvest that can come up. Also, that in a nutshell is with a house, it's just like, you need a place to live.
Exactly.
So why not pay down a place that you're living in and then gain equity and be able to pay a mortgage off and get that money back if you need to sell it to use that money for bigger purposes? And a lot of people don't understand that.
They don't understand it at all. So 20 plus years in the real estate business, what's the number one thing that you learned that is sticking with you no matter what?
Do your research, don't trust everybody.
Say it again.
Do your research, don't trust everybody.
Do your research, don't trust everybody.
Because some people be like, hey, do this, and then you're like, okay, like people try to get into flips. They don't know anything about flips, and they pressing you into flips. Sometimes it's just purchasing the property, holding it, renting it out, and letting it buy itself, letting that renter pay it all the way off. It's a long-term process, and everything. You don't get rich quick. Things are 20 years plus, 15 years plus. But there's ways to do the services of flipping, but you have to really, really do your research, because you trust somebody to tell you what to do, buy this property. I saw a lot of people get burned like that, and not knowing the business and not going forward. And then, find yourself somebody like myself. I'm gonna big myself up a little bit. I'm very candid with the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that everybody's pretty much winning.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be sitting there like, hey, let me get rich now, and then tomorrow, you poor, due to the fact you did a bad investment with myself, and I can't help you move forward. My thing is to build you up, and keep you building. You know what I mean? If I build you up, I make money, y'all make money, and everybody else is pretty much satisfied for me.
Tell everybody where they can get in touch with you if they want to hit you with those questions.
Man. www.welslawrealty.com. My telephone, my office number 720-466-5584. You know what I mean? I'm in Colorado, I'm in Georgia, and with God's will, we'll be in Washington State. So you know what I mean?
Real talk.
At the end of the day, we're gonna try to zip line this thing all the way through.
See, as I told you, I'm gonna have this information up for you on the website, right? So this way you have it. Hit him up with the real estate questions real quick. He'll answer them anytime. No matter what state you in, even though the laws may be a little different for it, he can answer the basic questions. Like I said, do your research. Do your research and don't trust everybody. All right? Yo, DraytonJackson.com. I got you. Conversations with Dre. We're going to try to get him on the podcast and really do a live thing. Remember, I told you we talking to YouTube to work it out. We're going to do that live podcast on YouTube to have it so this way you guys can chime in on it. All right? Carlos Cromwell, Wells Law Realty, right there in Denver, maybe. Doing it right. Yeah.